Hey everybody, welcome back to Dev Spot Podcast. We're here with another week of the tiers. Week 2 tiers. Listen, week 1 was a little crazy, so I'm not going to overreact too much, but it had to be some movement. Let's jump right into it. On the trash tier, Seattle, even though they got to win, a lot of fluky stuff had to happen. 2 fumbles on the goal line here and there. You know what I'm saying? The Broncos make a decision not to go for it on 4th and 5. I'm not sold. They still trash. Jets, trash. Until Zach Wilson come back, they might could do something, but with Flag out there, buns. Jags, you fought hard. You almost snuck a win out, but I'm not seeing much there yet. Still trash. Houston, that was a big day for them. The Tigers, the coach, they actually looked good, but I need to see a little bit more to move them up. I'm leaving them on trash line. Moving right along, okay, but not a playoff team. We have the Giants moved up. I was impressed with what I seen with the Giants. Saquon looked like he was back. The defense looked pretty good. I think that was enough to get them off that line. Shout out my guy Chuck. We moving the Giants up to okay, but not a playoff team. Dallas, bring them on down. There's no way, even with Dak Prescott, that offense looked horrible. I told y'all this offseason, CeeDee Lamb by himself is not good enough to be just out there and carry the offense. Elliott did rush for 5 yards carry. They only gave him 10 carries because I don't think they trust him that much. So the offense is a disarray. Now Dak out. They'll be lucky not to have a top 5 pick. The Titans. I was very disappointed to see what the Titans did. I do not think they have any action at the playoffs, but it is what it's going to be. Pittsburgh, very impressive win. I'm not sure yet if they can sustain it and get into the playoffs, but I was impressed, and they are on watch to be moved up. Atlanta, you almost did it, but you showed why you're not a playoff team. You gave it up, and the Saints came back and took care of business. The Panthers, same thing. You looked like you had, then you did, and then you lost. Then you looked like you won, and then you ended up losing to Baker former team. I don't see it getting much better for you all. Patriots, you looked at ass. You should be on the trash line, but I'm gonna leave you here out of respect for Bill Belichick. But they on watch to come down as bad as their offense looked this weekend. Browns, they got to win, but the team they beat was also on this line, so it's not moving me that much. We'll see how they do moving forward. The Cardinals, hey man, you got drummed like I expected you to do. You played the Chiefs though, so we'll see how you do moving forward. You got another cool. You play the Raiders this week. See how you look. Lions and Bears. The Lions played really good. They hang 35 on the Eagles defense. That's impressive. The Bears, they found a way to win. I think it was a lot of fluky stuff going on. You know, the weather was involved. Their first touchdown score was just on a play breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Trey first start as the actual guy. Things happen. I need to see more. I'm glad I had them here, but I don't think they're going to the playoffs. Moving right along, playoff contenders. Green Bay, I had to bring them down to playoff contenders. I'm only putting them here because of A-Rod. If it wasn't for him, they would be okay but not a playoff team. They looked horrible. They couldn't get no offense going. The receivers are as bad as advertised. That was a horrible outing. I don't see them. I don't see how they could be the favorite by far in their division. I don't see how they just a lock to get in, but they definitely still in contention as long as you got one of the best players in football. You look at the Chargers, big win. They found a way to get it done. I'm still not sold on Staley though. He made a couple bad decisions that could have cost him the game on Sunday. We'll see how it go moving forward for them. But Jay Herbo, he is him. Moving the Broncos, they lost. You know, it was a lot of high emotion game for Russ first game back, first game with this team against his old team. I'm not gonna look too much into it, but they do need to get it together. They definitely need to win this week. Miami did what they supposed to do. They went and beat up on the Patriots. I'm not gonna give them too much credit for beating them. Excuse me. I'm not gonna give them too much credit for beating them because I don't really believe in the Patriots at all. So I need to see it a little bit more. Tua looked good. He didn't look great. He had a couple bad throws, but he was on target enough to get the job done. The Saints, you didn't look good first half, but the second half looked like the team that we all expect y'all to be. I think they're gonna be right in the mix for the playoffs and maybe could make a run. I like what I see over there. Washington, you almost blew it. You almost came out and did me wrong week 1, but you found a way to get it done. I still like what y'all doing. Keep it together though. Vikings came out and drummed the Packers. Justin Jefferson looking like he trying to be the best receiver in football. I respect what they got going. Dalvin looked good. Kirk, you know, he gonna do what Kirk do. He don't make a whole lot of mistakes. He not gonna wow you, but he do just enough to get the job done. Eagles, I wasn't as impressed with the Eagles. They gave up 35 to the Lions. All I've been hearing about is this great defense, but they definitely found a way to get the win. Hey, they should be they're gonna be in the mix all season long. Raiders took a tough loss. I expected them to take that loss. They had action. I liked it the way they fought back. The game could have been over earlier in the fourth. They stayed with it. They hung it around. But at the end of the day, your quarterback is Derek Carr, and he threw 3 picks. That boy is trash. But hey, it is what it's gonna be. Bengals. listen, man. I told y'all before the season the Bengals not going to the playoffs. They in contention, but week one show y'all what I was saying. It's some stuff that they gonna have to get over. That it's gonna be a little bit of a hangover from last year, and their team got some holes in it a little bit. But hey, we'll wait later to get all the way into that. Moving right along, playoff favorites, my Niners. I had to bring them down off top contenders. We took a horrible loss this week. I'm not too concerned. Elijah Mitchell got hurt. Kyle Shanahan didn't really seem to have too many answers for that. I'm not too worried though. Kittle will be back soon. Our receiver's still good. Trey gonna get better as the weather get better. It's nothing to worry about. We still in there. And on top of that, the Rams, Arizona lost, Seattle won, but they're not going to be good moving forward. We still have great action at winning our division. The Ravens, they came out, did what they had to do. They only beat the Jets with Flacco, so I'm not going to hype them up too much and move them up. But I definitely think they're right in position to win their division and be right there in there. The Rams as well had to come down. They did not look good. They looked horrible on Thursday night, but they are still a talented team. We're going to see how Matthew Stafford will go. I'm not going to overreact and move them down too much. I still think they get into the playoffs, but I'm on watch. Colts, listen, man, that's you tied with the Houston Texans. That's crazy to me. But first game with Matt Ryan, you know what I'm saying? Pittman looked good. JT looked good. So we just see how they look move forward. And their division is probably the worst division in football. So they're going to get in based off the simple fact, hey, they're going to win their division. It's simple as that. Super Bowl contender is only one team right now. I got just the Bucs. As of right now, from what I've seen from the Niners and what I've seen from the Rams, which were the other two teams that I had up in contention, the Bucs are the top team right now out the NFC. It's a lot of football to go, 16 more games. It could change. But what I didn't see enough from the Niners or the Rams to say that they were the Bucs are. Now the Bucs did play a struggling offense in the Cowboys without a lot of receivers and stuff like that, but they looked good enough to be the best team right now in the NFC. Now, as far as top contender go, I have the Chiefs. Like I told everybody before the season, Mahomes, he's the best player in football. He's going to show you why he's the best player in football. All he did was go out and throw for 300-something yards, 5 TDs and through 3 quarters. No big deal. They're going to win their division. He's going to be right there in the mix, AFC Championship. I'm not saying he get into the Super Bowl, but he's definitely going to be in the mix. He is the top contender to who is still the best team in football, the Buffalo Bills. Man, they came out and was flying on all cylinders, and they don't even have Trey White yet on their defense. Their defense was nothing that the Rams could do. Literally outside of getting the ball to Cooper Kupp, the offense was shut down. There was nothing going on. The Bills offense itself looked like it was firing on all center. Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, what you want, what you need. The running backs was looking cool. Josh Allen was running wherever he wanted to do. They look like the best team in football, and it don't look like it's that close. Like I said, I don't want to overreact. It was just week one. But Von Miller, oh my God, the way he came off, it's just a lot going on over there in Buffalo, man. I respect what I'm seeing. I like them up top. I still got them going to the Super Bowl. So as of right now, it's going to take a lot to knock them off as the top seed, in my opinion. They looked great. But hey, y'all, we back week 2 of the tiers. Let me know comments on Twitter, in my comments here on YouTube. Let me know what you think. Peace.